Eriwo ya, eriwo ya, eriwo ya. Ayafo, ayato, ayaje, ayamu. Omeriwo sunyipe. Ìbà Olódùmarè, ọba àti rere kí ayé, ìbà tí òjò, ìbà tí òrùn, ìbà ilé ojú èso orí èrí, ìbà omílà ilé ìpín, ìbà omílà èdìkò tún, ìbà omílà èdìkò tún, ìbà àkọ́dá, ìbà ṣẹ́dá, ìbà ọba àrìṣà nífẹ̀ẹ́, ìbà ńlájẹ̀lú nífẹ̀ẹ́, ìbà ọ̀bánùrin nífẹ̀ẹ́, ìbà olóyè fọ̀ṣù ìbódé ní olú ní Àgbìgbà, ìbà Ifágbàmílà, ìbà Oríṣọ̀lá, Ẹ̀kẹ́rẹ́dọ́ọ̀lù, ìbà àrùbálòfífẹ́, ìbà ìyàwó tí òye, ìbà ìgúngún, ìbà bàbá, ìbà yẹyẹ, ìbà pọ́pọ́ àwọ̀, ìbà ojúkọ̀ọ́nà, ìbà ọmọ dúdúwà, ìbà olófin òkun fún mi nílẹ̀. Àṣẹ òwe ẹ̀lẹ́ o, àṣẹ òwò ẹ̀lẹ́ o. Olúmọ̀lẹ̀ dákúndábọ̀, olúmọ̀lẹ̀ dákúndábọ̀, olúmọ̀lẹ̀ dákúndábọ̀, olúmọ̀lẹ̀ dákúndábọ̀, olúmọ̀lẹ̀ dákúndábọ̀ o. So, today what I want to do, I want to give like a little bit of breakdown. Now, this divining tool that you may see in front of you is IFA. So it may be a different tool than you may be used to seeing. Like, for example, Opwele or Ikini Fa, which is the palm kernels, Iridine Logun, which is the 16 calories, or Obiabata. And please feel free to go in and ask me about these things that I'm saying. I'm saying them out loud just as different tools of IFA. So what is IFA? IFA is the great body of wisdom. It's part of the system, a Yoruba traditional system, people from West Africa, right? So I say from West Africa, not necessarily just strictly from Nigeria, because during colonial times, they chopped all the places up where actually Yoruba kingdoms were, right? Because it was over 16, 17 different kingdoms of the Yoruba people. So first I want to say that, first and foremost, the Yoruba people not only just exist strictly in Nigeria, okay? It's the biggest population that people know of, but that it expands far beyond those borders. So going back to the tools is what I want to introduce, and I'm going over these things as a series of things, right? So I want to make sure that you understand, right? We'll go over terms and all that stuff on a later video, but this one I want to kind of do a general overview of what Agbigba is, right? So I am a Babalao ala Agbigba. So there are Babalaos that use the tool of Agbigba. This is the tool of Agbigba. So don't mistake this again for Opwele, which is, you usually see like two, it's a divine chain, you throw it, you get an Odu. So the difference between Agbigba and Opwele is Agbigba is a standalone, meaning it doesn't need anything else. It's its own shrine within itself, right? So it's 4 Odus, or 4 legs of Odus that come up instead of just one Odu, right? And so as you see, there's no implements, there's no Igbo. Because the first throw, all the Ibi, all the Ure, or we call it Obiku or Siku, all of that is in the first throw. Right? All of that comes complete story, full story. So those are some of the things that specifically are different. I just wanted to give a brief overview of what it is. It's not only in Ekiti, it's called different things in different places, and we'll go into that in a later video. But there are different other places in the Yoruba diaspora, not necessarily in the African diaspora, but Yoruba diaspora on the continent of Africa, right? So there are things inside of that in the Yoruba diaspora in the continent of Africa, meaning different places like the Fon, for example. Just, I'm not going to say all 16, 17, but for example, the Fon, the Eve, the Ga, or the related connected peoples like the Igbo, because they have a similar thing to this, as well as the Edo, as well as the Awori, as well as there's many different kingdoms what we call Yoruba, okay? So, first and foremost, though, this system right here, this aspect, this tool of IFA is one of the first tools of IFA divination tools. And so it is a binary system. So I want to kind of give like a brief understanding, nothing too in-depth, because that's a deeper class and a deeper time. And I just really appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. But I just wanted to give a few brief inroads to what it is, because people are sometimes confused, thinking, oh, that's not IFA. I don't see that anywhere in the diaspora, right? But it is. There's many systems, many lineages that exist far beyond just strictly in the diaspora, right? Because usually people in the Americas, for example, are usually looking at things like in the Caribbean, like Santeria, Lukumi, which is its own lineage, which is related to the same lineage, right, from IFA, and connected to all these other pieces and parts, right? There's many other things like Candomblé, like Obe, like you see a lot of these other systems like Voodoo within Haiti, or Hoodoo within the Americas, and many other things. So I'm briefly touching on things. I'm not going into any one depth of any of those things, but I'm just saying that these are the breadth and width, whether it be Brazil, whether it be Colombia, whether it be many different places throughout South America, through here in the United States, in Canada. There's many different places and spaces you find Yoruba people speaking Yoruba. Different dialects, different ways of approaching and connecting to it. And that's why I really want to talk about this specifically in Agbigba, because Agbigba is one of those things that many people don't know, or have misinformation about. Because it's a very precise, direct, clear, does not like to waste time, get straight to the point. Ebo, you need to get done in 7 days. Does not have time to waste. Let's get to the point. Let's get to what's going on. What's the taboos? What's going on? What needs to take care of? Let's get to it. That's the urgency of Agbigba. Okay? So that's what I want to do today. So hopefully this was informative to you. Any questions, please subscribe, hit that bell, open up the doorway if it's on Instagram or Facebook or any other social platforms, YouTube, any of those things. Please, Pinterest, please like, describe, and questions. Always welcome for questions, because it's so much. The plethora of information of IFA, of the Yoruba people, are so vast. It's never just one avenue or one lineage. There's many different lineages, many different ways to approach and to connect with IFA. Thank you for coming. Thank you for seeing. Thank you for sharing. Odabu.